Do you know you have a high enough GPA to apply to DPT school? Is it a 3.0? Is it a 3.1? Maybe that's not high enough. Maybe you need a 3.5 in order to get accepted. But I know some of you are thinking, what if I have a 2.9 GPA? Can I still get into physical therapy school? Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Dr. Live for Change, Justin Lee, physical therapist. I'm a PT school admission expert. I know it don't look like it right now because I'm exercising, but I help students get accepted into PT school. And something that I see all the time are questions from students saying, my GPA is at like a 2.9 or a 3.01. Do I have a high enough GPA to get accepted into PT school? Do I even have a chance? And I know that's something that you students are thinking about all the time, is you tried so hard in PT, you tried so hard in undergrad, and you got a certain GPA, and you're at where you're at, and you're like, whoa, do I have enough time, or do I have a high enough GPA to get into PT school? And guess what? Let me tell you, I had students who had a 2.9 and still got into PT school. I had students who had a 3.7 and didn't get into PT school. Now, what does that tell you? It tells you a couple things. Number one, GPA is not everything. And number two, what you don't know is the schools that the students apply to. You see, the student who had a 2.9 GPA applied and was open to a variety of different schools, and a variety of schools that had different requirements or lower requirements and standards, and that's totally okay. But the 3.6 student is totally stubborn and said, I'm only applying to these schools and that's it. I'm not even willing to consider other safety schools or other schools that, I feel really confident that I could get into. Guess what? That student didn't get into anywhere, 3.6 student, because they weren't open to it and they didn't have a good enough overall application. 2.9 student, open to different programs, trying out different things, growth mindset, took my advice, got accepted into PT school. So you have a student who is low GPA and a student who is high GPA, and you could totally turn things around. So what GPA do you need to get accepted into PT school? There is not necessarily a certain number, but what I recommend is to always aim for at least a 3.0 for both the overall GPA and your prerequisite or science or math and science GPA. 3.0 or greater is what you are aiming for both of those GPAs. The reason being is because that gives you the best chances to give you the versatility to apply to so many different programs without feeling limited and without feeling like, I only can go here and that's it, which totally is a terrible feeling. Now I'm gonna go over this way a little bit, walk over, because it's kind of getting loud over there with the freeway and the street. And I still got some more things to talk to you guys about. So the GPA, so now you're thinking, how do I boost my GPA? There are some fundamental things that you can do that are gonna really help you, that I promise you won't regret. And if you don't follow these, you will regret, okay? Now, the fundamental thing, couple things. One, dude, your prerequisites that are like cake, that are like easy walk, like the things I'm talking about, psychology, statistics, for some of you, anatomy, so for some of you it might not be anatomy, English, reading comprehension, writing, philosophy, all those prerequisites that are kind of like, easy ways to get A's, easy ways to boost your GPA. And that way it gives you a little bit of a buffer for harder classes like chemistry, anatomy, biology, physics. Those things, those are so hard. So easy ways is to do well in those fundamental classes. And really, the second tip, just try freaking hard. Okay, just try freaking hard. Let me tell you something that I heard from my sermon from church this Sunday that I feel like applies to y'all as well. This is what they said. Successful people will do the things that unsuccessful people will do consistently. I butchered this so much. Okay, it's like successful people do consistently what unsuccessful people do inconsistently. Something like that. Long story short, the people who are successful do the things that most people don't want to do. And because those people don't want to do it, guess what? They're done. They don't want to, and those people who don't want to do it are not successful. And those people who are willing to put in the work and those unnecessary things, they kill the game. So I hope this was helpful for y'all. And I hope when you're thinking about what GPA you need to apply to PT school, we're aiming for 3.0 or greater. Oh, every day is a great day to lift weights, run outside, lift each other, and lift yourself up. Stay lifting, stay aloha. God bless. Have a great one, you guys.